Good morning, everybody, and a very warm, I wish it was warm, a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Here we are again. We were just discussing how on earth is it the middle of the week already? It's Wednesday, middle of the week. Where's the year going? It's the 17th of January, for goodness sake. I'll tell you what it is. It's because we're having so much fun here on Crafters TV with all the new launches, and if you're having fun, as they say, the time flies. And we've got another brand new launch today. We have got a stellar set of shows lined up for you that we are looking forward to bringing to you a little bit later on, as you know, on a Wednesday, fast becoming my favourite show, Beautiful Beginnings, tonight from 6 here in the UK. We're going to be taking things back to basics, doing what you want to see, taking your questions. We'll have Essentials Corner for you as well, which I know you guys enjoy at the end of the day. A bit of a chit-chat, answering your questions on whatever you want to ask us. That's a little bit later. Here in Wake Up Call, we've got a sneaky peek of our brand new launch, plus looking ahead to what else is coming up in the day. And of course, sandwiched in the middle at 3 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern, we have got the official launch of something which I think you're going to love. Well, I say I think you're going to love. I know you're already loving, because, I can't believe I'm about to say this, 2 minutes into the day, 4 hours away from the official launch, 40% of, you can laugh, it's your fault, 40% of the launch has already gone. Not 41440, 40% has already gone. Now, reasons why that's happened. 1, it's an amazing new launch. 2, it's an amazing new launch at a fantastic price. 3, well, somebody went and did a Facebook Live at the back end of last week, told everyone all about it, got everybody really excited, chatted on about it for 4 hours, everyone was like, ah! And they've all come in really early and bought it all. Now, I wonder who that person could be to put us in the trouble of 40% of the stock already gone after 2 minutes. I wonder. Let's ask the lady who sat to my left, the one and only, my favourite and yours, the Barnsley bombshell, Debby Robinson.
Oh, thank you. Do you know
what you done? What you done?
The thing is, I wanted to show people ahead. I wanted to also do real-time crafting.
Yeah.
We do a little bit like that in a craft along, but you know how much I love doing a Facebook Live, and I fell in love with this. When I first saw this, I absolutely fell in love with it. Construction. I mean, I love a little bit of construction, and I love something that gives you versatility. And let me tell you right now, from this same template, you are going to be able to, I mean, these are, honestly, Ben, these are just gorgeous. Sorry, James, you did tell me, and I've still not got it in right angle. You've got the easel part of your, and this can be attached or loose, depending on what you want to do, but create this beautiful drawer kit. And it really is absolutely, honestly, just stunning all the way around there. From how you can create. Now, that's one way you can use these, because if you stay still, if you get there, James, you hold me that.
Look at the little diddy one.
The little diddy one. So we'll go side by side. So from the same kit, you're going to be able to make one on its own. You're then going to be able to take literally put 2 side by side. You're then going to be able to take it up another notch. Let's see if we can get all these in shot. In fact, I know you would do it. I know I couldn't do it. I know I won't do it. But literally, you from that same set, you can go bigger. And I say bigger, this is as big as we've gone. This is absolutely fabulous. We'll give a little shout out to our fabulous Marie, who's on our team, that's done these beautiful, amazing samples.
Are they pull-out drawers again on this one?
All of these pull-out drawers. Now, this is the thing. So you've seen that one. Can you hold me that one up again? Okay, there we go. Let's get this up. Right, ready? So you can see this one where you've got that little scallop that you can pull your drawers out. Yeah. If that's not for you, you can attach things like buttons and have pull-out drawers and solid drawers at that. So you've got that ability. And so we're going from, we'll try and do it again. We've got a little one dinky. Yeah. We've then got a 2 by the side, 2 by 2. You've then got your, oh, look.
Hang on a minute, where's that hand come from?
Look, this is the kind of thing that you're going to be able to do. And I haven't shown you all of them yet. Seriously, these are incredible. I'll go higher. There you go, higher. But seriously, this is the most versatile kit that you could ever wish to own. Super easy to put together. We've all enjoyed playing with them. Thank you, Liam. But I know this is why you're loving it, because you're like me. You, right there, watching right now. You are like me. You want something that gives you more than what I call the one-trick pony. I don't want the one-trick pony. I want something that gives me, as a crafter, lots of creativity, and that's exactly why I did do nearly 4 hours on a Facebook Live the other night, on Sunday night actually, because I'm so passionate about it, and I know that you're loving it just as much. And I can't wait to give you a sneaky peek in this show. I can't wait to do the launch, because I'm going to cover all of those, and there's some nice dies as well, which for me, the dies are separate to the template, which means the dies then can become where you can create your easel cards with these, the edgeables at the end of the day. So you're going to be able to use them as an edgeable in all of your card making as well. I mean, what more do you want from a set? This is honestly absolutely incredible. And give a big shout out to Leanne, Sarah, the team that behind this development, because I think this is absolutely incredible and super easy to use, as you're going to see along the day.
I've loved the enthusiasm this week as well, because I know Craig was super duper excited about his launch earlier in the week about that layout collection, and you're exactly the same with this collection as well,
absolutely,
aren't you? You love it, don't you?
Beyond love it, beyond love it. I tell you, I can see myself making a ton of these. These are going to be now, I think, this year's birthday things for my family, because I always tend to buy them like experiences and money in there, and so this is going to be a really nice little gift box for them. And the card to boot as well, because you can stick them on top. And like I said, all of our samples have got them attached to the top of the drawer kit, because that's how it was intended. But as a crafter, if you don't want to do that, it's absolutely fine. You don't have to. So it's a really exciting day. I'm so excited.
And I'm so excited because the fact that you can make all of the different sizes, and you think about all of the different papers that you've got and all the different cardstock you've got at home, you can make these for all occasions. I just think, again, the possibilities are endless here. And when I show you the price of this in just a little while, you're going to be, well, so
blown away.
You are, and you're going to be grabbing it. You're going to have to be quick though, because it's going to go. We've got a showstopper to bring you as well, which I'll tell you about, and then we'll get into it. Radical Rachel on the socials this morning. With us is Sarah Brown saying hello, crafty friends, sending you all hugs, especially the fabulous Debbie.
Oh, thank you very much.
And of course, I love this word, the debonair Ben. I love being debonair.
Debonair.
Sending hugs to you both, and of course the whole CTV gang from Melbourne, Australia. We've got James Dean in the gallery today.
James who?
James and Dean.
Oh, I thought...
Team James Dean. Yeah.
I like that one.
James Dean. Lynn's in the hashtag Go Live Granny saying good morning from a chilly Isle of Wight. It's chilly. It's -4 here currently. -4.
Very slippy.
Pardon?
As I nearly found out. Stepping outside the house.
You know what they said today? No word of a lie, this isn't a wind-up. I was watching the Good Morning Britain this morning. You have to walk like a penguin.
Well, I shan't even describe what I look like walking. There were some people across at the bus stop across from the house. They must have been sniggering away, because I literally was walking like a penguin. I was like shuffling along. I was like, oh my God, and I got all my bags. Yeah. All my bags literally moving, because it was treacherous. Treacherous is all I'm going to say. Anybody in the house tonight, just make sure you be very careful going in, because it's lethal out there.
Walk like a penguin, everybody. Walk like a penguin. Sandra's in, saying good morning, everyone. All my crafty chatty chums, so cold here today. Hopefully I've got plenty of heaters on in the studios. My radiator's on. Are you...
I've turned it off.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's not back on, because I got too hot in here yesterday.
It did get warm last night.
It was... So yeah, I'm fine. It's a nice one. But I am layered up. I've got a nice dress on. Yeah. Little petticoat underneath. Socks on, big warm woolly boots. Well, I said boots. Boots. Boots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the nice fur line. So yeah, I'm nice and warm.
Stephen saying good morning, Ben and Debbie and crew. I've ordered the Showstopper this morning, and I ordered part of Sarah's signature collection, as I'll be ordering the final part of the template library on Friday. Yeah, that's coming. That will go. Sue Med says good morning, everyone, from a very frigid New Jersey. I ordered the layout collection and I got it the very next day.
Wow.
To New Jersey. That's spectacular.
Wow.
Linny Jones is in saying, good morning, everyone. I'm really looking forward to today's launch. Cannot wait to see what Debbie comes up with. Carol Dumm's in from Cornwall. Fire all glowing and warm. Karen Cowlin says, good evening from Adelaide. Your recent new collections are beautiful. Lois in Ohio. Laura's in saying, I've ordered mine. Floral Elegance being delivered today too. Wow. Sandra says, I love that one with the pen as a flopper stopper. You'll see that over there.
Oh, yes. I'm going to show you that one, yeah.
One of my faves. Lenny also saying was going to wait for the launch to purchase this kit, but I've just done a panic buy in case it sells out. Panic. I don't normally say that, but panic today. 40%. When have we ever... Panic.
Panic, Tracy.
Tracy's panicking. She's dropping stuff. When have we ever said at the start of a show, a wake-up show, 40% gone? I'm just hearing we sold another 15 in the first 10 minutes of the show. It's going to sell out in the show. It's going to. I'm telling you.
Are we still doing the launch show?
I think we'll take it off.
What? What? What?
What's that?
No way.
Oh, no, we are still doing the launch,
way.
apparently.
We're still going to do it. We're still going to do it.
We've got what? We've got, if it sells out, we've got to what? Provide inspiration and do demos for everybody. We can't take it off, apparently. I don't normally comment, but when, I like this, when Debby is on, and it's a new launch, I love, says Joe.
Oh, I love that, Joe.
Debby. Yeah.
Yes. That sounds really good. I quite like that. Is that our new nickname? Because we're the crafty Mr. and Miss... Wait a minute, Mr. and Mrs. Craft,
Mr. and Mrs. Craft, yeah.
That's a TV hubby, TV wifey. So I like that.
And Debby. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
I just got thought of a brilliant one.
Come on,
right? Because you know a minute ago, Sarah described me as Debonair.
Yes.
We're Deben on air. Debonair. Deben on air. Yes. 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 And I got cold hands.
You're freezing.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Debonair.
I absolutely love that. Love that.
Hi, Ben and Debbie, my fave TV couple, says Lillian. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Julie's in, ordered the Showstopper already. This is going to go, I'm telling you. And Lily says, Ben wants the launch cancelled so we can go sledging. Shh. I'm happy to be here for the launch with TV Wifey because, of course, all day it's Deben on air, Deben on air. It works. Also, as far as the day is concerned, the January sale continues up to 75% off. There it is. All you need to do is get yourself onto the website, click on where it says January sale up to 75% off, and you will see a plethora, a smorgasbord of great deals for you. And there's loads still there. I know we had over 500 to start with. I know we are far less than that now, but look, we've got a luxury mirror card in there, loads of the goodies from the Wild at Heart selection. Also, you're going to find, I mean, look at all of these, for goodness sake, you've got all of them smashed down in price, load more. There we go. Loads. And then you've got the Sheena Mother Earth pens on there and all of her collection broken down into bite-sized chunks. We've got the everyday nesting dies, soft craft goodies as well for you in there. We've got the kaleidoscope origami dies, which we'll be looking at a little bit later. We've got the box dies and stencils. There's tons. If you keep going down, you'll find stamps, embossing folders. You'll find dies. You'll find, the swash sentiments in there. Then we get into the Nature's Garden Fabulous Fuchsia. I mean, if I was to stand here all day, I could probably go through every single one, but nobody's got time for that because we've got a brand new launch to bring to you. I'm so super excited. Look at these. Look at the little Diddy one. This is, I love the big uns, but that little Diddy one is so super cute. Look at that. And then you've got the little drawer which pulls out as well. Think about all of your different papers that you're going to be using with this collection. Look at this one as well with the scruffy cat stamps. These are brilliant. And look at that!
Tell you, honestly, this is just incredible. I love this collection.
You got the drawers all the way around. Let me just show one more. Oh.
Now, this is what I'm talking about, versatility. So you do not have to use the easel part of it. That is just stacked up on top of each other, but no card on the top. So it's been slimlined.
Yeah.
So instead of it being all the four around stuck side by side, this has been made a casing around that, which is quite easy to do, to be fair. And again, just absolutely incredible that you can do all of this style from one set of templates. And then the easel dies, I'm going to call them the easel dies that come along with it, enable you to create beauties like that. Our lovely Lily's done that one. So that's using the floral elegance.
Oh,
so you've got the floral elegance.
With the decoupage bits on there as well.
Absolutely, the decoupage bits. And then she's used the dies that are coming when you're going for that bundle. This is absolutely incredible. Can you give that a lovely flick round? Because do you know what I love about what Lily's done with that is the fact she's alternated the navy blue with the floral, and then she's added on the front. Honestly, it's absolutely stunning. Stunning.
Sorry, if you just saw my hand going. What that was, so Lily did this, and then Liam just popped at the door. He just went. So I was like,
which one? Which one did
and
he
he
do?
was like,
Did he do the one with the casing? I
one.
knew that'd be a Liam. He thinks outside the box. I love you, Liam, because honestly.
Yes,
with the
Liam.
box. Oh, inside
with the box.
But ain't that incredible?
Yeah.
And that's using the Roaring Twenties paper. I think that is that cardstock and
It does
paper.
look Roaring 20s.
But it's honestly absolutely. And you'll recognise those handles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So those handles from the from the
Memories.
mini memories.
Mini memories, yeah.
And do you know, when I was on my Facebook Live the other night, someone actually said to me, Debbie, wouldn't that make a fabulous handle pull out? If you don't want to do the cutaway, you do not have to do the cutaway. Marie put buttons on hers. Liam's put handles on his. You could do whatever you want. This is the beauty of this collection, which is why I'm getting a bit excited. I need to calm down a minute. But honestly, from a crafting point of view, you're that creative person. You can go full on big wowzers. I'm swear to God, Lily, if you're watching, please let me have the craft along with this. Please let me have the craft along, because I absolutely love this. It's just a sensational set of templates to create so much for you as a creative person, to get so much creativity out of it. Honestly, you're onto a massive winner with this. Especially if you make to sell. Can you imagine? You set your stall out and you've just used one set of templates and possibly the dies with all your cardstock that you've got, and we have some beautiful ones. You imagine setting up and you've got a 1 box, a 2 box, a 3 box, two levels, 3 levels. You could go on and on and on with this. It's honestly absolutely incredible. It's doing a jig now because I got a bit excited. I've got to calm down. I'm calming down.
Just quickly, and we'll get onto the demos with this, because we are going to have to be quick. Let me take you around the Showstopper and the deals on this. I'm hearing numbers in my ear. I'm calculating the stock updates of what we've got left here. We are, you know, I said 40% of the stock had gone at the start of the show. 47% gone. Another 7% has gone in the first 17 minutes of this show. I never do this to you, right? You have to be quick here. This is going to sell out. It's so busy. There are 2 options for you, right? Showstopper is what you're seeing on the screen right now. £36 or $48. With the Showstopper, you're getting all of the extra goodies that you're seeing here. It's basically £25 or $35 extra for £39 or $52 worth of crafty goodies. So you're going to get one of our tape pens, the glue tape pen. You're going to get the fabulous future, listen to me, too many Back to the Futures. The fabulous fuchsia 12 by 12 paper pad, and I've done myself over there. And you're also going to get one of my favourite paper pads that we've ever done, which is the Make and Send. This one is your all occasions Make and Send, where basically you can make yourself a card with the envelope, with the decorations, with the inserts, or everything's in there basically. That is a really, really brilliant paper pad. You're getting all of that within the Showstopper. But whichever way you're going, whether it's the Showstopper or indeed just the Easel draw kit on its own, you're going to have to be quick. Have we got the details for that as well? Just the kit on its own. There we go, down the bottom. So if you don't want all the added extras, I mean, this is why it's flying also. It's 20 quid. $25. That's before your discount. That's £16 or $20 if you're a platinum member. You need to be quick. I'm going to keep saying that, and I'm going to keep updating you so you know exactly where we are. This is not a show to sit on your hands and go, oh, I think I'll wait till launch day. I think it's going to be sold out. If it keeps going at this rate, right, it will be gone. If you keep buying at this rate, launch day is going to be about all the inspiration. We're not going to be selling it to you because it won't be here. So please be quick. Let's have a look at it though. We'll see a few more comments in just a second. But how does it work? How do we make these beautiful boxes, Debbie?
Well, this is the kit itself.
Right.
This is what's going to create your easel drawer, and then you've got little extra bits in there to be able to make it into that stand, so where you get them all set on top of each other. So come and have a little look, because this is going to be your drawer. Shall I do it this way on the counter, James? Is that okay? Perfect. So this is what's going to create your drawer. So you can see that you've got that little cutout feature if you want, so that you can open your drawers with ease. And I'm going to show you that for that first demo. But as you've seen with other samples, you can keep that straight. You do not have to cut that little bit out. Now, it's a really simple, easy one. This is the drawer casing. So that's the drawer casing. This will actually create not only your base for your drawers to sit on, it will also create your easel card, which is 5.5 by 5.5. So that's going to create the easel part of it as well. And I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to do it all in one. And then you've even got little flopper stopper in there. I mean, we couldn't have one without. That's it. That's what's going to create all of those amazing samples you have seen, from a 1 box to a 2 box to a 3 box to a 4 box to an 8 box, and on and on and on. Seriously, this is what you need in your life, and it's going to make things super, super easy. Now, the extra decorative element, if you're going for that Showstopper, are these fabulous edgeables, and they really are. So let's just come in close so you can have a little peek at these. I love that curved one. Yeah. Now, because it's an edgeable, It's going to work on the top of your cards beautifully, and I'm going to show you that throughout the day. But let's not forget, and it's 2 pieces this, so it's a 2 die where you've got that curve, then you've got the decorative, so it means you can cut directly in, or you can cut that full shape out. So if you wanted a square piece, you would remove the outer die to create that lovely feature. Honestly, absolutely incredible. And you're going to use these in your crafting everyday life. It's inevitable at the end of the day. The other design is this beauty. I do admit I've been using this quite a lot because I just love the design of that one. Absolutely incredible. And then another one. I mean, we've gone full on pelt there with 3 edgeables in this fabulous collection, in this fabulous Showstopper. So you've got 3 edgeable dies that you cannot think you can get these on their own if you want. But why would you when you've got an amazing Showstopper with everything else in there? And then, of course, if you just want the kit on its own, that's absolutely fine. You can do that too. But we're giving you options. I mean, for that price that you're seeing on the screen, and you're getting the templates, you're getting the dies, you're getting the paper pads, you're getting the glue, I just think it's and it's an honourable expression, but I'm going to just say it, a no-brainer. You're getting the most for your money, and you need pretty cardstock, and you've got 2 lovely ones there that you can absolutely use in to your heart's content. So I love this. That is what it's all about today.
Karen Carter's just ordered the collection, says in the paper collection from yesterday as well. Rosalind says, I finally had the chance to watch Debbie's Facebook Live. Mammoth, isn't it? Mammoth. You need to put aside the whole day to watch it. Worthwhile, though. Juliet saying, oh, MG, I love them all. I need to make them. Mary Jo says, I absolutely love this easel draw kit. I watched Debbie's Facebook Live and have been waiting to order it. Cannot wait to get and play with mine. And Linny Jones says, it's always the simplest designs and ideas that create the best product, and all the fancy bits and bobs we already have or are buying in our craft stash. And here's a really great question, and you'll see this, Lynn, because I know lovely Lynn Morton just up the road, one of our newest sort of crafters, and it's always lovely when you're in, Lynn, because we love your interaction, we love your questions, and this is a fair question from Lynn, saying, is this going to be far too hard for me to do and too advanced? That's from Lynn, who's just started. Debbie, what do we think about that? Is this easy for beginners?
This is brilliant for people who are just starting out into craft. And wow, what an amazing creation you're going to make. Super easy to do, to put together, to construct, to stick together. The only choice that you're going to have is the papers, the actual embellishments that you're going to put on there. That's the only difficult choice it's going to be. And this is perfect for anybody who's just started out on the crafting journey, or someone who's a seasoned crafter who's been doing it for years. It goes from this extreme to this extreme. Everybody's going to be able to use this. You can get your kids involved, your grandkids involved, your other halves involved. Seriously, doesn't matter what level you are on your crafting journey, whether you're a beginner or advanced, this is going to work for all of you. Genuinely mean that.
And the great thing about this as well is that you're not having to, fork out the earth for this, are you? Especially if you don't want the Showstopper, that's fine. Whichever way you're going, they'll still be quick. But you know what? If you just think, OK, well, I've got quite a few papers already at home. I don't need to go for the Showstopper because I've got plenty to play with. I just want to go for the easel draw kit on its own. It's £20. It's $25. If you're platinum, or indeed if you're just shopping for the first time, it's £16 or $20. So it's a really, really affordable way to craft. And my goodness me, look at the kind of things that you're going to be creating. I'm so super excited to see this in action. Whether you're creating something like one of our little Diddy boxes here, whether you're creating just an easel card, on its own, whether you're creating this, like a box set this way, you've got the 4 drawers, or indeed you're creating something like Liam showed us just here. There's so much as far as the options are concerned. Colleen, love this kit, and Emma Thrower just ordered them. This needs to make you rush to the checkouts because there's so many people telling me they've just ordered. We don't have huge amounts of stock to last us the day here, so please don't miss out. Don't be coming to me in launch day going, oh, you sold out and you didn't say. I'm telling you now, you need to be buying it. Do not wait. All right, I'll calculate my next update in just a second, but we've since we've gone on air, we've lost about another 40, I think, in 25 minutes. It's going to sell out, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now.
But we're making a promise.
We are.
We're making a promise. If it does, get yours now. Come back at 3 o'clock. We will still do the show. And I'll still take you through each and every single way that you can use them. And I am going to start with a 1 box. I'm going to do a 3, I've got what I'm going to start now with, and I've also got a double one that I'm going to show you as well. So I'm really excited about this one.
Over half the stock's now gone.
Oh, wow. Come on, we need to get started. Shall we do it? Now, I will tell you, this depends on what you've got in terms of you as a crafter. If you've got a machine, I'm going to show you the easy way that I personally use by using your machines. Now, to do this, I prefer to use the larger machine. However, if you haven't got a machine, I don't want you to think, I can't get this kit. I'm not going to be able to use it because I haven't got a machine. Because you don't, because the only things you're going to need is a pencil with an eraser on the other end, a pair of scissors, and some glue. That's it.
Nice.
Ooh, scoreboard.
Oh, yeah.
Guillotine if you want. If you've got a guillotine on a paper trimmer. So I'm going to show you how you do it. So I'm going to do 2 boxes today, right now. We'll start this off first. I've already talked to producer Dean. He said I can do it. So I can show you both methods. I'm going to do the pencil method first. Those people that haven't got those machines, I'll show you how you're going to simply use this. So are you ready? Now, I am doing it on white card, so I do apologise because the template, as you'll see, is white. But just bear with me, okay? Now I'm using some multi-purpose cardstock, or as we're now calling it, card. And I'm using an A4. If you're using A3, you're going to get more out of it. Now, all you're going to do is take your, and this is the outer casing. I'm going to line it up at the bottom and line it up at the side to make life just a little bit easy for myself. And then we're going to draw around it. Now, when I did the Facebook Live, I did say this does not matter if you are slightly off. If you don't, you don't need to be sticking it down, you don't need to be taping it down, you don't need to be using anything like your repositional sprays. You're simply going to hold it for each way around you go, over the top, and don't worry if your pencil mark's a little bit off, because I will tell you, these 2 sides, they're the bits with the flaps, which make it really easy in terms of how you're going to do it. Now, there's also some lines here. Now, these will be your score lines for your outer casing. So I'm going to do a little faint line just down each one as a little bit of a guideline for where I'm going to be putting my scoreboard, because this is the way that you would use it if you don't have a machine. Bear with me, because I will be showing you in a second how to do it with the machine. Now, if you have got A3, you are going to be able to get 2 out of there. I can't, because it's just an A4 size. So I'm going to bring in another quick sheet for a second. We're going to take the other template, and we're going to draw around these as well. So again, making it a little bit easier for myself, I'm popping it down to this side and the bottom side so that I can make this really simple and easy for myself to draw around. And again, like I said, don't worry if you think, uh-oh, I've gone over, because you're not going to see it. It's going to be cut away. So don't panic. You don't have to have a nice, neat line. And that's why I did say, and I'll say it again, everybody who watched the live, we're all commenting how easy it was to do. It simply is super, super easy. There were lots of the design team members that were watching at the time, giving their little top tips as well, which were lovely. It's a great, although please do ignore the tsunami.
Oh, what happened with that?
I did a Michelle.
Oh, no, but not with water.
But she did it with water. I did it with Cherry Pepsi Max.
No, you didn't ruin a demo, did you?
I was lucky-ish. Lucky-ish. I got away with a little bit. I was okay. It wasn't too bad. Now, I'm drawing these really dark so you can see them. If you're doing it at home, as long as you've got a good eraser, you'll be absolutely fine. Can you see as well what I say? If you've got A4 cardstock, it's going to be better for A3 cardstock, it's going to be better for you. But I'm going to not waste any of this. So I'm going to do my little flopper stopper at the top. And then, and to be fair, I think you get 60 sheets in the card, don't you?
60 sheets.
Rightly. Is it 60? It is, isn't
60.
it? I thought so.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to use this one, and this will be for your base of your for your drawers to sit on, if you're doing the 4-drawer one, which I'm going to do right now, and then the easel card. So if you want to do this, now I will tell you, I have one at the bottom, one sandwich on the top, and you'll see in a minute when I put all the boxes together, and then I have 2 extra ones for the actual easel itself, okay? So I'll just go draw around one. Now, if you, again, not very good with your hands, get your paper trimmers out, your guillotines, but you've got an idea on how you're going to do it. So this, for me, to do this base, you would do a base, a top, and then 2 for the easel card, which I know sounds bizarre, but the base on the top is going to act as the bottom part of your easel card, so you don't need to add 3. Depends if you want extra strength. So you're going to need 4. So I've put 4 down of those. You need 1 stopper. If you're doing 4 boxes, you want 4 of those, and if you want 4 of the outer casings as well, right? Okay? So we're going to cut to the bits where you cut out. Now, I'll show you, because I will bring in my guillotine. Let me bring in the small guillotine for a second, because I'm going to try and help myself a little bit along the way. Now, if you've got a large pair of scissors, you can do this with your scissors, but I'm just going to go around the edges where I can see. Now, as you can tell straight off, I cannot get my guillotine around these. You can with a paper trimmer, because your paper trimmer allows you to go down, it allows you to turn it around. However, for me, it's going to be the large scissors all the way for this next stage. And then again, super, super easy. So I'm going to take off the little places where I've put my flaps, and then I'm going to just go nice. And the trick to it when you're doing this, Ben, is nice clean. When I say clean, nice large, especially if you're using your large ones. So open your scissors as far as you can go, straight down. Not and I'll just show you, not like this, because you'll find it doesn't give a good straight edge. So nice, clean, large, snip, snip. That's that bit done. And then again, go across. And so I'm just going to just take that across. I'll take the little bit out in a second.
55% gone.
Oh, good grief. We're not going to get to launch day, are we?
Not at this rate.
We're not. No, I know. I'm just thinking then. I'm really pleased, though, you're loving this as much as I love it. I'm beyond excited when they gave me this for the launch, let me tell you. Super, super excited. I'll just quickly just pop that one there. We're going to do the scoring in a minute. Okay. And then I'm going to show you the method that you're going to do with the machine in a second for the second box.
Can I just reiterate as well, because there's a few of you saying, oh, well, that's the Showstopper, but there's 55% of all of the Easel draw kits that we've got, isn't it, Dean? So it's 55% of everything. So don't sit back and go, oh, well, that's the Showstopper. That's 55% of the Easel draw kit, full stop. So once I get to 100, that's it. Showstopper and the Easel draw kit, it's gone. It's disappeared. So you've got to...
Really?
I wish I was. Does this look like a jokey face?
Does that look like a what?
Does this look like a jokey face? Serious.
I know what kind of face that is. Super cute. It's a super cute face. It's a cheeky chops face, I like to say. It is a little cheeky chops.
I don't know if you know off the top of your head, but when we get round to it, a few people have asked the size of the individual boxes as well.
Oh, yeah. 2.5 by 2.5.
There you go.
And then your depth, depending on your depth. I mean, I'll give you one because I've got one made up. I'll give you those measurements in a minute. Just stay tuned, I promise you. And I'm, like I said, super excited about this. Now, I have cut my pieces out, so you can see I've got my 2 pieces. At the minute, that needs to be cut out. I've got my square and my flopper stopper. So exactly the same that we've done. We're going to just follow those lines around. Doesn't matter, don't get too hung up about those bits. These bits are the bits that you need to make sure you keep nice and straight. So nice one, open up to your scissors. If you want to be, you know, with the measurement itself, it is, if I remember rightly, it's 2.5. Is it 2.5? Let me just make sure, is it 2? Just give me a second while I just measure that properly. 2, yeah, 2, that's again. So you could take your scissors to the 2-inch mark if you've got the large ones, because of course they've got the markings on them, and make it a bit easy for yourself. Now, I am trying to rush this because I want to get the second draw in, and I want to show you guys with your machines something that can cut out the next stage and the drawing stage, because obviously when you draw you've got to rub out the lines. Now I'm going to keep that one in for the time being, and I'll show you what you can do with that as well. Right, scoreboard. So I've got my scoreboard down here. This is when you're going to bring your scoreboard in, and all those marks that I talked about need to be in what's the word I'm looking for while I go and fetch my tool? Not embossed. Scored.
Oh, right.
I mean, come on.
I thought it was too easy.
Come on, guys, too easy.
All the lines need to be scored.
Literally too easy. So I'm going to put it on now. This is when your black line will become invaluable for you. I'm going to line up that top to the bottom so I can go straight down with a straight line. And that is as easy as that bit is. Same with the other side. So I'm going to turn it over, exactly the same. Line that top and that bottom up. So I'm going to come in and then we're going to put our lines in. And then lastly, I just need to do these 2 little ones going across. So again, line that up on that black line. It makes life so much easier for yourself, honestly. It really, really does. And pop that down. Right, that's all your lines in. At this stage, I would then take out those lines, but I'm going to keep them in just for the time being to make it a little bit easy to see. So we're going to take the next stage, which is that outer casing. And the outer casing, it's exactly the same. So you're going to line it up onto your black line, top and bottom, and put your score line down there. The same with the little flaps, tabs, whatever you call them. You're You all know I call it a flap. I've done it for years. I can't change my way that I say it.
Flat tab, you know,
Flat tab, you know what we're meaning. Yeah.
Exactly
so
right.
the ones that you took away, literally. Right, top and bottom again. Be careful, Debbie, be careful. The bosses will be watching.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Pop that in onto that line again, top, bottom, straight down. Couldn't be any easier. And this is probably the only tools that you're going to need if you haven't got a machine. If you haven't got a machine.
Sandra's asking what thickness card you're using.
So I love construction. Anything from a 240, 250 upwards, you're going to be absolutely fine with.
Okay.
To get a rigid box. Of course, if you're using papers, just make sure your mats and layers adds that extra rigidity. But if you want a good sturdy drawer and a good sturdy easel, this is the way to go forward. Use a construction weight cardstock. Very, 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 very easy and simple to do.
Yeah.
Now, and literally it makes so much of a difference when you do that. So I'm just taking my eraser that's on the back end of my pencil.
And I know they're out of stock at the moment. If you've got those heat erasable pens, you can use them, couldn't you?
So that was one of the top tips that one of our lovely viewers that was watching me on my Facebook said. What about the erasable pens? Absolutely. You use an erasable pen, then when you've done this, you just take your heat gun over the top,
boom,
disappears. Because we don't have them in stock, that is the reason why I'm not using them. But if you've got one, absolutely use that. And then just take your heat tool to it and watch that line disappear.
And a quick question from Alicia. She says, sometimes I struggle with cutting. Is it best to cut directly onto the line that you draw, or do you cut to the side of it?
Onto it.
Yeah.
I go straight onto it because it's been designed for the perfect measurement to create this box.
Okay.
So for me personally, absolutely. Now, little scissors. So you're going to take your little scissors and we're going to cut away. Now, if this is the bit that frightens you, take a small circular die, a small nesting die if you've got one, and pop it on, and it'll cut away that. Now, I'm okay. I'm not too bad, actually. So, but the trick to it is take your scissors, keep your scissors in the groove, and turn your card, okay? So, again, I'm just going to come round, turn that, and we've got that. And then, again, just rub that away. But, again, hole punches. We had loads of ideas coming through for it. Hole punches, but that takes away your little drawer. Now, shall we stick this together?
Yeah.
Show you how easy it is to do. All glue onto your flaps. That easy. Before we do, we're going to just give this a quick burnish. So, personally, this makes the difference when you get that sturdy box. If you've got those burnish lines into place, they will not let you down because it just makes all the difference, Ben. So again, we'll come in and we'll just store that one as well. And then I'm just going to do this one very quickly. It just makes all that difference. And I'll tell you what you'll love about this. You'll love putting this together. You love getting creative with it. You love doing all of the mats and the layers that you can do. And I'll give you all the measurements for those because we don't have the templates for the mats and layers. We don't need to because there's other ways that you can do it as well. So for me personally, it's fine.
Yeah.
There you go. That's them all put together. Glue. Choose your glue. I'm going to use at this stage our super strong, and don't be skinny with the glue. You could use red liner tape. I do use red liner tape. I've told you this before many times. Anything construction, it's red liner tape all the way for me.
60% gone.
Oh my.
That's another 5% gone in the last 4 minutes.
Oh, ready?
Yeah.
Right. Take hold of this tab, line it up with this one, tuck it under. And then just take your thumb, and if you put your thumb to it, make sure it's nice and flush. Yeah. And then we'll do the friction side of it in a second. Take the other side, exactly the same. I'm going to make sure it's nice and flush up to that mark. And then again, the same here. These two tuck in on themselves, and you're going to just make sure that you've got that lined up, and that lined up. Stick that down, and then you're going to come in and do the burnishing inside. So literally take that then and you can burnish them. Yeah. So that creates your outer casing. Super easy, super quick, and you've done that with a template. And then the same with this. This is your drawer, so your straight edges. I've still got pencil marks on it, but I've got my ones here. You'll make sure all of those markings are out. Place that up to the side. That up to the side again. Tuck the flap in. Make sure it's up that straight edge. That your score line is flush to that one. It makes all the difference. That's why I like to burnish these. It couldn't be any easier, Ben, than that to put that together.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then into your drawer casing it goes. Let me show I've got that in there.
Yes.
Into your drawer casing, and you've made one of your boxes.
Love it.
And then you're going to repeat that 4 times, which
Yeah.
I have done, but I did promise you very quickly I'm going to show you. Can I just have a little quick minute, because I've been talking so much, and I just want to give a little swig, because that's how simple it is to put that box together. I've got my 4 boxes lined up there, but I do want to show you the machine way for all you machine users, to show you how it will speed up a lot of that process. And believe you me, if you've got a machine, it's well worth watching this next bit.
Do you want to do that next, or do you want to have a break before that?
All I need is a quick swig of water. So could you read a couple of comments, Ben, while I have a quick swig? Is that okay?
I'll do that for you.
Thank you.
But only for you. Over 60% of the stock has gone. And in the words of Linny Jones, who says, it's not often we have to deal with a serious Ben, so you better take note. Oh, lol. Yeah, take note of this serious face. Don't laugh, I'm being serious. Awesome, says Joanne. I've just ordered my kit. Thank you, Ben and Debbie. Hi, everyone. Says Mo number 2 was just watching, waking up. Had to thank Debbie for that top tip of cutting straight lines. I've been struggling for 2 years and I cannot wait to try. Alicia said this would be great to make a puzzle box. Put pictures of the puzzle on the easel card to use as a guide to put the puzzle together. Boom. This is going to sit in my template library, says Sandra. And Anne says, got mine. Plus a few bits from yesterday. And Sandra's just saying as well, I know we're coming on to the next bit. She says, I'm assuming it will be easier to mat and layer before you construct.
So, good question. Now, I personally mat and layer after, which I know goes against the grain, because you'll hear Jan tell you to do the mats and layers beforehand. But there's a reason for that. And if you're doing the 4-drawer box, and can I explain that when I get to that stage?
Yeah.
And who was it that asked? Was that Sandra?
That's Sandra, yeah.
Sandra, I'll tell you why. Maybe it might be better to do the mats and layers beforehand. When it comes to, and I'll show you with this one, when it comes to doing the mats and layers for the measurements, you're absolutely right. Do it when it's flat, but don't stick them down, because there's a way that you need to remember where the boxes are going. So for me personally, it's doing it after the event, after you've got them all constructed.
Okay.
But I'll show you in a second, because that's a really good question, Sandra, and I'll address that in a moment. I am ready though. Chop.
Well, I'm ready as well. Chop.
I don't know what name we're going to come out my mouth then.
Dunno.
I mean, it's now Ben on air.
Deb on air.
I love that one. But yeah, so I'm ready for that next one. Can I do that? You can ask some questions while I'm doing this, because it's very straightforward.
I'm all caught up.
Right, so this is when maybe a little bit of low-tack tape may just come in handy. So by that I mean we're going to emboss it, running it through the machine. So I've got a piece of cardstock again. I've got one of the templates. Now I'm going to lay it on flat, and I'm not sticking it down to the bottom, only because I know the power of the Gemini. I know what can happen, and I might come a cropper. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to stick a little bit of tape just at the top there. I'm then going to flip that over down onto the cutting plate. Then I'm going to bring in the rubber embossing mat. Still don't know what's happened to the raspberry one. It's disappeared. Then we're going to bring in the plastic shim. And then we're going to bring in the other cutting plate. And you're going to run that through your machine. Now, the reason I say do it on the larger plates is these are, especially the outer casing one, it measures at over 7 inches. Up to 8 inches. So to get it on your Gemini Junior, slightly tricky. So you wouldn't be able to do it on your Gemini Junior. But if you've got your larger one, absolutely fine. So when you take this off, who's got a mucky mat? Who's been using that mat? But when you come out, now I'm just going to take this off, because again, be careful with your tape, but that's going to be chopped away. You can see that the markings, and can you see them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's turn it that way so you can see. Ignore the muck. You can see all the markings are placed in. Now, I'll do that again and repeat that again. Dirty, filthy Matt. Who's been using that? Seriously.
Who was in last
last
night?
last? It was our Sarah, wasn't it? Was it Sarah? It was me. I didn't use it.
Oh.
Nah, so I can't blame myself.
Sarah,
what
me.
you like. Right, ready? Same again. A little bit of low-tack tape. And because it's a bit bigger, we're going to put one on the bottom, one on the top. Just to make sure it doesn't move. Please don't mucky it again. Now again, I'm going to tuck it down. So I'm turning it over. Oh my God, I've got lipstick on my card now. Put
Lipstick on your card. Told her tale on you.
Put your rubber mats, plastic shim, other cutting plates on the top, and then run that through your Gemini.
Good question from Carol Ann.
Oh no, you ask me.
Can you emboss this on the MIDI?
No.
No.
No. You can't.
No, it has to be
there's nothing to push into the MIDI. There's nothing spongy. There's unless there's somebody out there that has tried it on the MIDI with your stencils and with your... please let us know, because I'd be interested as well. I've never tried it on my MIDI, and I'll be MIDI, sorry. The only reason being, I don't tend to have my MIDI out on my desk.
No.
I know that sounds bizarre, but I don't. I use everything goes on my Gemini 2 now, so I tend not to have that to hand. Let's see if, though, somebody has tried it, and if they have, share your knowledge, let us know. But for me, there's no rubber embossing mat in there, and I would say, of caution, if you're going to add a rubber embossing mat into your MIDI plate, I think you might...
Oh, yeah.
You might come a cropper too. So all I'm going to say is be very careful, please.
Okay.
Personally, myself, no. Now, I'm going to just quickly chop this down, because you've seen me put the process together, you've seen me put the box together. What have I done with my guillotine? There it is. All you're going to do is get your guillotine, again your scissors, but you're going to follow the line. Now, I know it's a bit difficult under the camera studio lights, but you're just simply using that as a guide, and we'll just take that slither off there. The same with this side.
63% of the stock gone now.
What was that?
63%.
Good grief.
I know.
Good grief is all I'm going to say. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm loving that I am loving that you're loving it.
Yeah.
I really am loving that you're loving it, because it is fabulous.
Just wish we had more stock.
No, I know. And I don't know if we can pinch it from anywhere. I mean, normally we do. No, normally we make that call and we're going to trade team, don't we? I'm saying, we're just not sure if we could even do that.
No.
Yeah. Oh, what are we going to do?
Well, get it now is all you can do. Make sure you've got it whilst we've got it in stock.
Now, again, the same thing that you would do. You still need to get your scissors, but this time, all you're doing is you're following the embossed line around. So, again, nice, clean, straight. Literally, the larger the scissors you use for this, the neater the cut you will get. And I promise you, it makes a massive, massive difference.
And Paul's just asking, could you do the same process of embossing with the templates for any of the items from the template library?
The embossing? You can do.
Would it be a bit
I think
more...
Craig's talked about that before, hasn't he?
Would that be a bit more confusing, though, because you've got all of your mats and layers on the template?
Yeah, I mean, if you... I'd end up getting in a bit of a mess with that.
Yeah.
But you can absolutely, I know our Craig has definitely talked about it before, so yeah, absolutely. Go for it. You can do any template.
Yeah.
You can you can put it through your machines any old how.
Any old how.
Right, are you ready when I said about it speeding the process up?
Oh, yeah.
So you think that you've got to put the pencil lines in to do your scoring. You do not. Oh. And you don't have to do anything other than fold it, because the score lines have been embossed in, and it makes it super, super easy to do all of those. So there's no rubbing out. Again, though, the same thing you're going to have to do. You need to put those burnished lines in with your scoring tool. I do believe the scoring tool is in a 2-pack on the website for those that haven't got one. You can go and check out that website and get some if you need some. Or you could use the flat end of your scoring tool that comes with your scoreboard as well. So you just turn it round and score that end. But can you see how easy that was to put together? And again, tape around those flaps. And then, again, be generous. But the lovely thing about this is it's a little... I find this the easy way to do this.
Yeah.
Just because it speeds up the process. And there's no rubbing out, there's no scoring with your scoreboards, but I've still made the same box. And let's just show you to prove that point. Let's come in. I know it's mucky, but you're going to have to forgive me. I'm going to clean that mat, I think.
We'll let you off.
I know,
As it's
I know.
you.
And actually, do you know, if you don't want to use your guillotine and you just want to do the scissors, you can. Let's do it that way. Let's show you, again, how quick and easy it is to do, to create these. I know our lovely Liam was on the design team allocation for this, and he's made a few beautiful boxes with it.
Yes.
I love that one he did.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because he's stood in ladders in front of me.
You could say he's going up in the world, couldn't you? He's currently on the ladder, adjusting the lights.
Oh, bless him. Super talented he is.
Yeah.
He is super talented. But you're a man of many talents. Singing, dancing, crafting.
Neverdale last night.
What? I watched Neverdale last night.
Were you in it last night?
Were you in it last night? What part were you in it?
I was in the background.
Background of what? Because they were in a fancy... the fancy do! With Mandy with her dress on. How did I not see you?
Have you screenshotted it? Or you need to send it in. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk.
Oh,
When have you been on a TV
Liam,
show?
Please. Oh, Liam, I've not seen that. I watched the episode last night. I had my iPad
Well, you
out.
obviously didn't watch it close enough, did you?
I clearly didn't.
No.
I'm just running to go and grab my other little scissors. Let me just see if I can grab those little scissors. Where have you gone? The little snippy scissors have disappeared out the studio and out of my bag.
Disappearing today, isn't it?
You what, look?
Everything seems to be disappearing.
Everything's disappeared. Seriously, they've even gone out of my bag. What on earth is going off in this studio?
I blame Liam.
Well, I mean, we could, but we'll not.
No.
We'll not. Where's me? There we go. I'll just bring these out.
Use the big ones.
At this stage, though, again, if you wanted to keep that straight, you absolutely can. But again, this way, you just take your, take your scissors, move your cardstock, and you've cut away your little piece. Again, nothing needs to be done.
No.
All you're doing is, and this is why, for me, this part is absolutely fabulous. Now, I'm going to address Sandra in a second.
Oh, yeah, what was the question again?
Not dress Sandra, address Sandra's question.
Oh, matte and layering.
Matting and layering, yeah. I'm just going to quickly show you how to do the matte and layer stage because I've already sped that process up and I'm conscious. But I wanted to show you just how fabulous this is. Now, before we do anything, now I have wrote the measurements down for you because I'm so kind. And this is the thing, if you're making a one box, you could absolutely decorate these parts. So you would decorate these 3 pieces and the front one.
Yeah.
And the measurements for them are 2 1/2 by 1 3/4. And that's for the first matte and layer. For the second matte and layer, because I like to do a little matte and layer with it, you're going to come down 1/4 inch, which is 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. And that would be the perfect matte and layer that would sit into your panels. So it'd sit into all of those, if I just show you, so you can see there's no different. If you think about this box, it measures in at 2 and just over 2 1/2. So the outer casing is 2 by 2 3/4, and the box itself, I'll do the measurement in a second for you. But those are the perfect mats and layers for all 3 sides. And you could do that and then stick that box together. When you're creating something like this, and I'll just bring this in for a second to show you.
That's so cool.
The boxes sit side by side. So when they sit side by side, you don't want to be, there's no point decorating whole 4 sides because you don't need to.
No.
So you're only going to decorate the 2. However, excuse me, you can tell I'm getting excited. We're going to come in and we're going to hold that down. Now, this is where I personally, you could use a bit of, do you know the dotty?
Oh, yeah.
Just a bit. You don't need a lot, just a tiny bit. Hold it into place, like so. Turn it over. And again, if you're using a, and I know Lily's done it, she's used it on some of hers, you could use a circular die. Now, when you've done that, and I'm dropping bits all over the floor now, all you're going to do is go under, do you know, instead of going on the line, you're going to just go under it to create the perfect mat and layer. So if I just take that away, can you see that I've done it around the line? So that then that fits into there perfectly. And the same with this part. So again, a little bit of dotty tape. Hold it over the front, so you get your mats and layers, so you know where you're putting your mat and layer.
Yeah.
Turn it over. You're measuring it, so it's the perfect size. And then again, you're going to do exactly the same. So you're just going to come in, and I'm just going to try and do this, because it can be sometimes a bit tricky when you're doing it blindfolded. You know what I mean. But again...
Later on Love Day, Debbie creates one blindfolded.
And then when you put that on, you've got your perfect mat and layer.
Yeah.
For the side pieces, you just keep them solid.
Yeah.
So, and I'll just show you, and that's when you can then put on, you can put the front piece on, but wait for your side pieces until you put your boxes together.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. So, shall we do that now? Shall we put it all together? Do you want me to, or do you want me to pause? Do you want to pause?
Let's wait for a break, Dean's saying in my ear.
So all you need to do is remember, you'll need 4 of those, because you've got your 4 boxes, because this is what we're going to do. And what we'll do is we'll have a teeny wee little bit of break, come back, and then we'll put everything together. So 4 boxes, 4 times the cutout shapes and 4 times the straight ones, because that's all you need for that particular one. And then I'll talk to you about the rest when it comes to the easel and everything else.
Melanie D has just ordered her easel template collection, and I have a feeling there's a lot of people with these in baskets. You need to be ordering in this show. When do I ever say you have to order now? You have to. We're over 63% of the stock gone, so you're going to have to be quick on this. We'll get another stock update once we've had the break, because more of you are going to check out, and we're going to be heading towards 70. It's going to be limited before the end of the show. If it keeps going at this rate, could even be gone. So please be quick. What's that? You are joking me.
We're nearly in double figures. Oh my goodness me.
Hang on. Let me just calculate this a sec. I'll tell you.
Oh my
have got left. Oh no, here we are. 70% of the stock now gone. 70. We've lost 30% of the stock in 56 minutes. So if it keeps going at that rate, we are going to be sold out at 8 minutes before the end of the show. This show, not launched, this show. 12:52 UK time is when we'll be sold out if it keeps going at that rate. Producer Dean in my ear has just gone, oh dear. I've never heard him sound so glum. He's worried for you. He's worried for you. I know. I wish we had more stock as well, Dean, but we don't. This is the matter of it. Whether there is any more, I truly don't think there is. I think this is what we've got. Is what we've got. It? That's what, as far as I'm aware. Dean, do you know any differently? He don't know any different. Obviously, we'll ask questions in the break, but don't please go, oh, you know what's happening? Launch day, they're going to come back and go, we've got 5,000 more of these. Honestly, you've got to get it. If you want it, don't wait till launch day. We are running out of stock at a worrying rate. It is going to be launch day, a 2-hour have a look and get inspired show. It's not going to be, you're going to be able to buy this, because at best we're probably going to have about 10 of them left at this rate. If you want to add to your basket today, what about the Ultimate Pro? And again, right, bad news bear today, you can all blame me. We've hardly got any of these left either. Less than 50 of the Ultimate Pros with the free boxer board deal to go round. You can have it metric, or indeed we've got it Imperial as well. So the metric, the UK version, but I know a lot of people in the US love to use the metric version because you're using our card stock. A lot of people in the US have both of these, but this is such a great deal because, as you know, the Ultimate Pro is your ultimate kind of mini craft room, if you like, because with this you have got the ability to make all of your cards, all of your card templates. You can do all of your scoring on here as well. You've got the ability to be able to emboss in here too. As we, oh, wrong side, Ben. As we open all of this up, you've got all of your tools in there as well. And this is why this is so clever, because not only is this going to allow you to do all of your, I'll show you the booklet, all of your envelopes, all of your cards, all of your boxes. It's going to allow you to score. You're going to be able to trim with this because you've got your trimmer. You can make all of your embellishments with this too. Of course, don't forget it is your bow maker as well, which we don't chat about so often. But it is literally such a brilliant bit of kit. Shows you within the actual booklet itself all of the different cards you can make. So your half fold, square cards, gatefold cards, concertina cards, slimline cards, trifold cards, pop-out cards, which we saw last time this was on. There's your bow making. K card gives you all the details in here as well as to how you can do the magic ruler technique, which I know you've seen Sarah do very recently. Shows you how to create your apertures. Envelopes you can make with this as well. All your different boxes, envelope boxes as well. So, I mean, honestly, such a brilliant bit of kit is this, and it's all self-contained in the box for you. Alongside that today in the deal, you are going to get a free, it's not just a free boxer board, free tape pen, that's included. You are going to get your free boxer board as well, that's thrown in, and that one nestles and fits really nicely into your Ultimate Pro. And you've also got your card stock included as well. A 3 card stock. You're going to be getting 25 sheets of that all for free. Basically, It's normally $39.99, $69.95. It's still that price today, but you get all of these goodies for free. Less, though, than 50 of those remaining. Platinum price, $31.99 or $55.96. We need to have a break because there's so many people waiting to check out, and I don't want you to miss out. So whether you're going for the Showstopper on this new launch or just the new launch on its own, now you need to check out, and we'll come back with a full update for you in about 4 or 5 minutes. Go, go, go.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
My name's Craig Laird. I work at Crafters Companion. I am a craft expert where I get to play with lots of crafty goodies from Crafters Companion, and hopefully we're here to inspire you with lots of crafty things that you can do. So my crafting journey, that started many years ago, actually just over 20 years ago. I actually came across crafting on UK Shopping TV. I was unwell at the time and I was just channel surfing, just having a look to see what was on TV, and then I came across who has now become my friend Debby, and I thought, oh, quite like that bit of crafting that she's doing. I purchased some crafty goodies, and before you know it, here I am, all these years later, doing what I'm doing with Crafters Companion. So believe it or not, none of my family or friends are actually very creative. So the creative side in me has actually just progressed naturally. As I have progressed, I've become really good friends with many craft experts out there in the industry, and they're the ones that inspire me. Then coming to Crafters Companion, Crafters TV, and interacting with all the crafters at home, seeing what they make. I am a huge advocate for social media because you get to see lots of things that everyone makes at home, and that does inspire me as well. Many years ago, before I started here at Crafters Companion, believe it or not, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I didn't go out a lot, I didn't do much. Now, with Crafters Companion and Crafters TV, it's given me so much confidence, self-belief. My biggest crafting success, I'm going to have to pick two. One of them is appearing on HSN America. I was really lucky a couple of years ago to actually go to Florida with Sarah to see how it all works behind the scenes. An incredible juggernaut that the shopping TV is at HSN. That for me is an incredible proud moment. I will never ever forget when all of you incredible crafters at home voted enough for me to be in the running of the 2021 Male Craft Personality of the Year. Was such a humbling feeling. I was so proud. I was so grateful. Our Crafters TV audience are absolutely incredible. For me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers, and the support that I get. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise, but if you just want that interaction, you just want to have that chat away about anything random in life, onto social media, onto Crafters TV, you know that you're going to get that support, you're going to get that understanding when it comes to the crafters at home.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action. Welcome back, everybody. Mad dash to the checkout, says Rosalind. You're not wrong. Was a mad dash. Heather Springer got the easel drawer Showstopper. I really like the tip for embossing the stencil instead of drawing around it. Do you want to hear the good news or the bad news? Do you want the good news? Good news is loads of you have just checked out and secured your order. Yes. What's the bad news? The bad news, 75% of the stock's gone. 75%. That means, I reckon, in about 10, 15 minutes, you're going to hear the horrible sound of me going, limited stock. Nobody wants to hear that. Not in a wake-up call. Not in a wake-up call. I mean, you probably don't want to hear it ever, but you're going to hear it this morning. It's going to go. It's going to go. If you haven't yet got yours, if you're still deciding, decide quickly is what I would say. Let's get back to Debbie. I'll keep watching for you. I'll panic on your behalf. Right, where are we up to with this demo, Debbie?
Right, so I've got all my boxes. So I've got my 4 boxes. I've already pre-prepped this just to speed things up a little bit. You'll see that I've been using. Love this paper. I actually did this the other night, so even though I came off at 1:45, I was still working. I love the neon paper pads. I just love it. So I've done all my mats and layers, so they're going to go on my side pieces. I'm just going to quickly stick all of these onto my front drawer. Now, any glue will work with this. I'm using the tape pen instantly because it's an instant stick, so it sticks instantly. Little bit of a rub to create the heat to make that stick solid. And I'm just decorating the 4 front parts of my drawers because they're all ready.
Yeah.
Always sounds weird when I say that because decorating my drawers.
Well, when you think of it like that,
I don't know if it's the same in America or anywhere else in Europe or anything like that.
Your drawers?
Drawers in the old days. Do you remember what old drawers were in the old days?
Pants.
Yeah, underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it always tickles me when I say it because I just think of like my grandma and my nan and
Yeah, because I think my nan used to talk about her drawers.
yeah.
But we don't really call them that
And she didn't
anymore,
mean the
do we?
drawers that you opened up.
No.
She meant something else.
Yeah, she'd get her drawers out of the drawer.
Now, we're going to come to these parts in a minute, so I'm just going to push those to one side because, now, I did say to you that you needed 4 of these, 4 of that template that's 5.5 by 5.5, because this is how you're going to place. Now, why I'm telling you to just wait to put those bits on, unless you're really clever and you know, if it's an instant thing and you're quite good at doing it, then I would say to you, do this stage afterwards, stick them on afterwards. Now, for me, again, I'm going to do a little bit of double glue in here. So I'm going to put down, and if I could just show you, I've got my 3 boxes lined up. I've got my square, and I'm going to put the glue just on, at the moment, just onto here. Let me just get my tape pen. There we go. Now, when you think about where it's going to be sticking, I'm just going to lift it up first of all so you can see it. We're going to stick it into this quadrant of that 5.5 by 5.5. Now, I do know that I need to get some glue onto here and to here as well. Now, I did, on my Facebook Live, for those that watched, you'll know that I did use red liner tape. It's just my chosen glue when it comes to sticking things down when it's a construction. However, I can't get it off. That's how strong this glue is. It's stuck to my thumb. And if you want a bit of an helping hand, then I will just tell you, get some wet glue on the base to give you the helping hand to get that wiggle movement in. So it's almost like double gluing. I did it with a red liner. I'm going to do it with this. So the first one, I'm going to stick down into that quadrant. So we're going to pop that down, line it up with this side, line it up with this bottom side. So I'm just going to lift it up for a minute for James so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. And I've got a bit of wiggle time to get that into place. I haven't put any glue on there because that's where one of my panels is going to go. So I'll stick that on afterwards. What I want to do is get these drawers placed in. Now, and I like this, I love that version where you have one on each side. If you want to line them up side by side, you absolutely can do. But I think it looks really effective, and I can just see by picking that up, I've moved that. Let me just put that into place. There we go. Then we're going to stick this down. So I'm going to turn it. So I'm just going to show you visually. It's very difficult with a flat camera. I'm going to turn it so that it lines up side by side. So I've got a bit of glue on there. I am going to double up the glue though. So I'm going to put some glue on the bottom again. And then I'm going to put some on this side. Because we're going to be Debbie, I'm going to have to put my panel down on there a second. I'm going to stick that down onto there. And I know I need them on the other sides as well. So again, let me just pop it onto there a little bit angled so I can get that down. And then I'm going to turn that now and then stick. Again, wet glue, bottom. It'll be your best friend using our all-purpose because it allows you to get it into place. It's so strong. Honestly, people don't believe when I say how strong our tape pens are. They are blooming strong, let me tell you. And then just push that together, hold that in place to secure that. And then if I just turn it there, you can see. And what I'll do is I'll put one of my panels, because I've already got some glue. I'm going to put my panel on so you can see it coming together. Just make sure I've got that nice and straight. There we go. So I've got 2 boxes on. And again, I'm just going to make sure that that's in place. I'm going to turn it around. Now, if I just lift it up again, it's exactly the same. This one to the side.
Yeah.
So you're going to stick that there. Again, I'm going to put all the glue on. In fact, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to get this panel down because I know that's where it's going to go. Again, just pop the tape on into place.
Oh, yeah.
So that panel's in. And then glue round all the other sides as well. Of course, you can just use a wet glue. If you just want to use a wet glue, use a wet glue. It's absolutely fine. Because all you need to do is just make sure it stays stuck. So that's when tacky glue probably will be your best friend too, because tacky glue is quite a quick, gives you a bit of wiggle time, but it's quite a quick hold. So again, lining it up, flush to this front, flush to this side, and just popping that together as well. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for that, James.
Wrong way round.
God love you, James. Thank you. Wait, was it you, James, or was it Dean? God love you, James. Thank you very much. Thank goodness I used a bit of wet glue. That's because I'm getting carried away. So you can see visually, look how it's coming together. Honest to God, you're going to love this.
So
and then lastly, of course, we're going to do exactly the same. So I know that I'm going to put my panel onto this, to this side piece.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to use wet glue, it's entirely up to you. I'm going to come in, layer that down. And then I'm going to put the glues on all 4 sides again. Actually, I'm not going to put it on there for the time being. I'll just put it onto the bottom. So we'll have the bottom, the sides, the other side, bit of wet glue, and then I'll make sure I get the right way around this time. And then all you're doing is just holding that into place. So you can see the 4. And if I just hold that there, because I've realised I've got one of my panels missing. There we go. Let's put that on. And that how nice and easy it is to construct that one. So again, 4, all the way around. And these are all workable little pull-out drawers.
And that's why, again, you could just build up.
Absolutely, and this is when you can, if you want to go into the second layer, you'd repeat that with another 4 boxes and you'd stick them onto the top. And you could actually have it the opposite way around. So you could put one of your drawers onto here.
Yeah.
Sorry, drawer onto there, and then your plain panel. And then the same, drawer, plain, drawer, plain. So it alternates it. If you want to go even bigger, you can go bigger.
So that's why a lot of people are suggesting using this to create like a little advent calendar.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Now, top piece, I said you need to cover it up. We need to cover it up. We need to give it that little nice finish. And it also, as well, strengthens it. So I'm going to use, again, we know how super strong this is. So we're going to use it all the way around. I'm going to cover it all onto there as well. But I do need, again, a little bit of wiggle time. And I know you think that's really daft because we say all glues do a different job. But just give yourself a little bit of wiggle time, plus a nice strength stuck down instantly as well. Perfect. And if you want to just do that, you can turn that over and make sure that you've got all those sides.
Hey, Debbie, my favourite comment's just come through from, Lynn, who's one of our sort of beginner crafters.
Yeah.
Lynn Morton. Says, Debbie, you convinced me I can do this, and it's fallen in my basket.
Fabulous. Lynn, honestly, fabulous. Seriously. I promise you, and this is why, and I did say to producer Dean, I know we rushed through demos, but I said for this first wake-up call, can I take it in depth and show it you so that you can see just how easy it is to put together? And we broke it down into stages for you, and you've got, first of all, you've got all of your drawers sorted. So the next bit, easel. So this is where mats and layers, and don't forget this is 5.5 by 5.5. So my mats and layers come down 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
That's how I personally do it. Now I did say to you as well, you don't need to add, to make an easel card, we would normally tell you to cut 3 of those out, so 3, and then put your easel together. You don't need to. You've got really nice rigid strength here, so you don't need to do that. And when you add mats and layers onto the top of it, it's super strong. So don't waste your cardstock, don't waste your time, and don't waste your effort, because you don't need it. So these two pieces that were left over, because we've got a top and we've got a base, these two pieces create your easel. Now, James, can I just show you very quickly? Scoreboard. All you're going to do is you're going to score this, because this is 5.5 by 5.5. To create the easel, you're going to come in at 2 3/4 inches, 5 inches, and that creates the easel part. Now, I've put a red line of tape onto there, so in fact, before I do that, actually, do you know what I'm going to do? And I did this the other night because it created a nice frame. I'm going to put my batten layer onto the bottom part of it. So this measures in, the first mats with the dark, you know, with the plain cardstock, measures in at 5 1/4 inch square. The patterned is 5. So 5.5 by 5.5, we know that, that's the size of the template. 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 with the plain, and then 5 by 5 for your square.
Yep.
And repeat that twice, because obviously I want a bit to go over the front of my easel as well, which actually, that's what that is, and that's going to stick there. I am going to put my mat and layer onto the top of the box. So those measurements are exactly the same, and this is when it just, oh, seriously, Ben, oh, I mean, I love this. I'm just thinking of all the beautiful papers, cardstocks that you have got in your collection. You all know that this is my favourite pad of, and I'm going to call it, ever. I love it. It's just me.
You and the pad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my pad. So I'm going to call it my pad.
Yeah.
Because it feels like my pad. Now, I'm going to just pop this on. So that's onto the base. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop that little flap, which got the glue on, and we're just going to take it to the top part. And this is literally how easy this is to do, to create the easel. Pop that on, stick that down. And then on here, this is where we're going to put our other piece of glue. So we're going to pop that glue onto the bottom half of that fold. So I told you it was a 2 3/4. You're just going to pop it onto there, because we want to create the easel. No point putting glue on the back, although if you want to make it nice and pretty, you could put a little piece there as well, if you want to. I'm just going to line that up again. So line that up. I don't know why I've got shakes today.
Because it's freezing cold in here, that's
no,
probably why.
No, it's not. No,
it's
not.
absolutely freezing.
No, you say it's freezing, I say it's fine. Give it a little.
My nose is dripping, I'm so cold.
Is it? Mine's dripping because I'm sweating.
Is that right?
Yeah. Seriously?
Do you want to swap sides?
Now, I did say you already got your flopper stopper.
Yeah.
So the flopper sorry.
What?
It is. This is what it is. It
thought-
stops
yeah,
the
it's
card
a
from flopping
flopper
over.
stopper.
So it is your piece that you already do. The mats and the layers, and I've wrote the measurements down for you because I'm too good. Too kind. Your mats and layers for this, because the actual flopper stopper measures in, and if I just tell you the measurement, it measures in at 3 1/4 by 1 1/4. So all you go and do is take them down again, and it depends how many layers you want to put on. I've done a purple layer, which was 1 by, let me try it right, 1 by 3.5, and then I did the patterned one, which was 3/4 inches down. Because I'd wanted that smaller piece. You can do them on your paper trimmers. Debbie has forgotten to write the main one down, not that kind after all. 3 1/4 is what that is. And that will stop your easel card from flopping over, and it makes it really, really nice and sturdy again. I'm just going to position it into an area where I want it. So you could be more precise, or you could absolutely, if you wanted, take your measuring rulers out and things like that, because I know there's some people out there that do. That's no right or wrong. That creates the easel part of your drawer. Now, I've kept it really simple, and I'll show you in a second with a few examples, because you've got dies in this collection. And with your dies in your collection, you can, and I am going to be doing it in the launch show, I promise you. I just wanted to keep it nice and simple. This is then down to what are you going to put on the front of it. But you have got dies, and I'll show you some examples in a second. Now, we've got some fabulous dies on Beautiful Beginnings later on, so I thought, what an opportunity to use these are called I think these are the sentiment dies, if that's right. Have I got that right, Ben?
Saying dies.
Saying dies, that's it. They're basically a saying sentiment.
Yeah.
And they say exactly what you want to say to someone. They're absolutely fabulous. We've got them on a great deal as well for later on. It may be that I might have to do a few quick impromptu demos.
You might
for
be doing a lot
later
of
on,
sayings
because
later on. We might be sat on that sofa doing a centrist corner for 2 hours at this rate.
Now it's looking nice, but it's a bit plain for me. And if you saw me doing my Facebook Live the other night, I thought, while I've got my dyes out, I'm going to use some of me Dainty Daisy dyes, which is
cute.
what I've done.
Yeah.
I've got a few butterflies from the butterfly. Do you know the lovely? Do you remember the? Now then, what were they called? They came with the paper. The paper, the printed paper with the dyes over the top.
Oh, I know what you mean. The
what
like
did
the
we call them?
kaleidoscope of butterflies, isn't it? The bit, when you cut them all out, and you had loads of them.
What did we call them?
It was called.
Oh, it's going to irritate me.
Me too.
Oh, it's going to irritate me. And I've got a little bit of foliage as well, and a few gems. Excuse me, I do apologise.
Just trying to think of the name of those butterfly. Oh dear.
I know, I can't think. Guys, help us out quick. You won't remember, Dean, because you weren't here when we launched them.
It was before, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Dean, I
Before
didn't
your
mean you, my
time,
lovely.
Dean.
I'm sorry.
You're not in this game.
I meant the guys on the socials. Excuse me. Oh, for goodness sake, what were they called?
I'm trying to find out myself.
Is Susie T watching? Susie T's new. Oh no, is it Rachel? Rachel's a fountain of knowledge.
Rachel will know.
Yeah,
have a
Rachel,
look.
you'll know. I'm sure you will.
Rachel, it's not come up yet.
They were the printed
Oh,
paper.
timeless butterflies.
Thank you, Rachel.
That's
thank
the
you.
one. Send the picture through. Yes.
Yeah, so I've used the dye, so I haven't actually used the. I didn't want to use the paper ones because it didn't actually quite fit in with what I've got in terms of my design. I'm trying to just sneak that one underneath there. And then I'm going to... Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I've got a couple of questions, but I'll do them at the end.
OK. This is me just decorating. I mean, I am literally just decorating this up. I'm going to put those down there, actually, just to finish off. Do you know what else you could use? You could use those lovely swash ones going across there if you wanted to. But I am just going to come in and add. Now, I've got my hot glue gun. Oh, I've dropped it on the floor, Debbie. What are you like? Oh, dear me. Now, let me come in. I'm going to add my gems. Now, these are my own personal gems, so before you all come at me in the comments, these are my personal gems, just to pop those in. You've got, if you're anything like me, you've got plenty of these. And if you did watch my Facebook Live as well, you'll see that this is kind of a little take on that one as well, just I've used different papers.
80% of the stock gone.
What?
80.
What?
80.
80?
80.
Oh, my
that means
life.
20% left.
Oh, my life.
Yes.
Oh, wow, is all I'm going to say. Wow. I'm loving that, actually. I really love the fact that you are falling in love with this the same way I did.
It's great. Can you imagine if it had gone the other way? You saying, oh, I absolutely love this, it's brilliant. And then we're stood here going, why is no one buying it? Everyone's loving it, Debbie, safe to say. It's absolutely flying. I've never known a wake-up call like this, honestly. It's been so busy.
Good, 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 because you've recognised a really fabulous design, a great price, a great deal with the Showstopper as well. And for those that haven't gone for the Showstopper, that's absolutely fine, because you've got yourself a great kit that you are going to absolutely love using. And you're going to love the decorating part as well, just like I am, because I'm in my element, Ben. I'm in my element when I get going, and Debbie never knows when to stay away from the butterflies. Because I do love a good butterfly. I'm going to put that going across the centre of my two flowers there. And then just add in a couple of little bit of foliage. It's just to break up that pattern. It's quite a heavy design, this pattern. So I'm just going to put these in. I think I'm running out of glue, so I might have to, let's lay that flat and pop that down. But think about all the things that you have got that this is going to work with. Think of all those things that you've already own in your collections, and how I can almost hear everybody thinking about how they're going to use these.
That's it.
The Floral Elegance, the one that Lily did. Oh my God, stunning. Absolutely, that's exactly what you're going to do as well. So yeah, love, 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 love. What more can I say apart from stay away from the decorating, Debbie, because you get carried away every single time. But there you go. And you have got a beautiful easel drawer, because these drawers are workable drawers. And I will show you mine in a second, because decorate the inside as well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Decorate the
drawers.
inside. I'll show you the one in a moment. I haven't touched on the edgeable dies. Let me bring back in Marie's gorgeous one here. You've got edgeable dies to create your beautiful easel card with a touch of a difference. So that's just using it with the template, and this is what I wanted to get across with the template. But you've got the dies then to be able to create little fancy elements with your easel drawer. And again, depending on how you like your drawers, Marie's decorated the inside of hers. Can you see?
Yeah.
And the one that I did on my Facebook Live this Sunday just gone. It was just Sunday. To get you all excited, you can see them lined up. You can see why I love this paper bag so much. I use the decorated bottom for there, but then I went inside my drawers and I lined the inside of my drawers with the matching paper on cardstock, because it makes such a lovely difference. Obviously, I didn't want to do it in this show because, you know, those are the little finishing touches that you are going to be able to create once you get it home. And I will just tell you as well, I stood mine onto, I made a bigger base.
Oh,
and you see, I made a bigger base. So I went to 6x6 and I stuck mine down onto a 6x6 base to create a nice little different version of that as well. And then this is the thing. Can I show you one more? I get really carried away. And I know, because everybody, when I put these pictures on, the people thought these were my designs. This is what we call a marketing suite, which is what our lovely guys like Bianca, Nicole, and the fabulous Marie, who's done this one. I mean, come on. A desktop drawer set that you could then fill with notelets, like your little mini post-it notes.
Post-it notes.
So you can put your post-it notes in there.
Paper clips in there, little drawing
Paper
pins
clips,
in the other
drawing
ones.
pins, yeah, and use any of your decorated elements. And then this is just a little roll top. It's just literally a couple of pieces of cardstock that have been rolled together to create a little space for your pen to go in and out of as well. And then again, if I just show you, Marie's used those fabulous dies. What she's done there is use the full easel effect, but she's actually used the dies then to create a topper that sits on top of that main easel, the 5.5 by 5.5 base. And she's used it to create a decorative feature. Isn't that simply stunning? I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. I'm chuffed to bits that you've loved this just as much as I have, and the rest of the team. I know they probably were a bit green with envy that I got this one, because it is literally one of the best things in my opinion, we've brought out to create something really, really fabulous.
Just before we have a little break, because it's going to be one of the last opportunities I think you're going to get to check out here, because it's so busy. There's a few questions come through, so let's ask those. There's a few people asking about the potential of using these templates with mount board. What's your take on that?
You can, yeah. You'll just need a good cutter. So I think our guillotine cuts mount board, if I remember rightly, because I know Michelle uses mount board. You could use it. Now, when I say use it, I wouldn't use it for the... I'm just going to be simply honest with you here. You would use it for your base and your top.
Yeah.
Anything to do with the drawers, it'll be near on impossible to do.
Yeah.
Because of those, you know, with the folding, when you fold mount board, well, it's going to be a tad tricky. You could potentially, it depends. I personally would just use mount board for the bottom base and the top base. But who knows how Michelle might come up with an idea how you can do it all with that.
Yeah.
But personally myself, just use that for your extra rigidity.
Yeah.
And of course, if you want to do it for your easel as well, you can absolutely. But I mean, to say this has been constructed from 300 GSM cardstock, and then the added rigidity with your mats and your layers, depending on the cardstock that you're using, it's solid. This is a good, solid base, solid car, solid drawers. So absolutely. So you can potentially, but I would only use it for like a base level at the base at the top.
Laurie's is saying the mats and layers for the boxes again. So how did you work that out?
So I just simply measured because of the dimensions, and it won't alter, it won't change for the shape of that template. So for the mats and the layers, I literally took a ruler, as I do, and I measured what that width of that box was. So if I've got one of my made up ones here, so I can show you. So for the mat and the layer, now this box 2¼ if I just pop that there for a second, it's 2¼ by 2 inches.
Yeah.
So I knew that my first layer would be 2½, and I knew I'd be at 1¾ when it comes to taking off 1/4 inch. If you want to do one layer, that is fine. If you want to construct like Lily did, have you got that gorgeous one with the floral elegance over there? Lily made the one of the boxes, so the cutout box she made, thank you, can I just so I can talk around that one? She made using one of the boxes with the pearlised cardstock and didn't mat and layer, which I think looks stunning.
That one?
Yeah, I think that looks really beautiful. Simple and kept easier. And you don't have to worry about mats and layers with that if you're going to do things like that. But to measure those, again, this is how I worked it out for those side panels. And if this was just going to be one of your dinky little boxes that you're going to do all the way around, like...
Oh, yeah.
The one box. And I'm going to show you this, how to do this in the launch show, and I promise you, you just multiply that by 4, which I know you're thinking, yeah, but it's true, because it's just 1, 2, 3. Did I say multiply by 4? See? Told you I'm rubbish at maths. Multiply, I can't even speak. Multiply by 3, because you've got the 3 panels to go all the way around. And then, and actually, I was right the first time. Multiply by 4, because the 4th one is when you'll do the cutout feature.
Oh, yeah.
And I showed you that with when I did that first, the first layer of that box there. So if you're going to do a 1 box, 4 of those times those measurements, which is, and I had to write it down. I have to give myself an helping hand. So this is what I do at home. It's 2¼ So the outside plain box. Get this right, Debbie. Let me get this right again before I end up giving you all the wrong measurements. Yeah, it measures in at 2 3/4. Oh, actually, no, sorry, I tell a lie. 2½ by 2 by 1 3/4. I should just get my ruler out instead of trying to do it on the mat. I should have just got my ruler out. But honestly, I'll post. If you've watched the show all day, I'll be giving you all those measurements again, repeating all those. But if you don't want to trust my measurements, get your ruler out, measure the width, measure the depth, and then work out taking 1/4 inch off. That's how I did it. I should have just said that in the first place. And then you'll get all your measurements for that particular side of the panel there. The box is exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's why it was smaller, because I did that.
What you like?
What am I like? That's the box. That's the box base. So those measurements I just gave you a second ago. Let's rewind. Let's take that out. Let's edit that out. But just take your ruler and measure them. Obviously, and I will tell you right now, do not put mats and layers on your box pull, because this template means that you can get this in.
Oh, it will get stuck.
It'll get stuck. If you start adding mats and layers onto the inside of your box, do it on the inside, don't do it on the outside.
Yeah.
Because if you start adding them, you will find that will not fit. It's a tight fit to get that in to start with, okay? It's done for a reason, so it makes it nice and easy to pull out. If you add mats and layers to all 4 sides, you will come a cropper again. So just do it on the outside of the box and the front panel of there. And the inside, decorate the inside to your heart's content. Sorry I were long-winded with that question, but just to show you what you need to do and keep you on the right path.
Fabulous, says Lois. Thank you. The Facebook Live yesterday. Great show. You always bring a smile to my face. Such a beautiful demo, Debbie, says Sarah. And Hannah says, both this and the layout collection I said I didn't need. Both this and the layout collection have been bought. I love Lillian's suggestion as well. You said you could fill the boxes with sweeties and then have a menu on the easel. Yes. Great, eh? It's a little table decoration.
Sarah's famous fudge.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Sarah's famous fudge. Put the recipe. What a great idea. Was that Lillian?
Lillian, yeah.
Lillian.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea. Love that. Love that idea.
If you use a magnet behind the easel part and the calendar, says Heather, you can switch out the calendar every year. I love that too. And Wendy Graham says, oh dear, it's just fallen into my basket. You're going to have to be quick because there's not many more to fall into people's baskets. We're going to have a break in a second and then we'll come back and tell you what we've got left. It won't be much. Quick one as far as the, we've got an essentials collection for you, which is coming up a little bit later on. A mega bundle of crafty goodies. If you are somebody who is... well, if definitely if you're new to crafting, this has got so many important crafty items for your craft room in it at a smash down price, £24, $40. The way I looked at this, first 3 items I show you, you sort of pay for, everything after that you're getting for free. So we're giving you one of our stamping platforms. You have, how many have we got these left? Oh, brilliant.
What?
if you want to get this, you have to be even quicker than the Easel collection. Because I tell you how many we've got left. We've got 7. 7. We had about 50 of these at the start of the day. What are you doing to me? I don't know what we're going to do for the show later on, because at this rate, we're not going to have anything on it. It's crafty karaoke with Debby. That's what it will be later. Anyway, you're going to get your 6x6 stamping platform. You're going to get Craig's favourite tool, the edge crumpler, which is great for distressing the edges of your papers and your cardstock.
Does he call it a crumpler?
Edge crumpler.
Is that what he said?
Crimpler.
I love it.
And you're also going to get our 6-inch scissors. These, best in the business. Tell us why you love the scissors in the comments. I know what you're going to say. But you've got your stainless steel blades, Japanese stainless steel, non-stick. They're brilliant. That there is what you pay for. Everything else I show you here, you're getting for free. Die brush, tool and sponge, always handy for cleaning out your dies and your die cuts, actually. You're also going to get one of our fantastic craft knives. That is the straight one, okay, with the replacement blades in there as well. So you actually get 5 replacement blades. Craft room essential as far as poker tools are concerned. You're getting 2 of those, also for free. Also for free, you're going to get the bone folders. Again, particularly good for items like this, you know, when you need to make sure that your scores and your burnishes are nice and beautifully burnished. And then lastly, for free, you're going to get our set of 4 precision tweezers. How amazing is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items free when you buy 3 within this set, but we've only got 7 chances left for you to buy that. I mean, limited stock. You're having a laugh? It's super duper limited stock. If you want it, £24 or $40. When we come back, a few more of your comments. I've just seen a couple of questions come through as well, which I will ask. But listen, now is the time. This is probably it. Last chance, Saloon, to get your baskets checked out. We have not got many left of this brand new launch. If you want it, go get it now. We'll come back in about 4 minutes. Quick.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami.
I've got some... When it started about 20 years ago, probably a bit longer because I've always been quite crafty, but I got into scrapbooking. When my youngest daughter was born, I decided to do scrapbooking. I got all this amazing crafty stuff that I put into all these pages. Really, I started getting into card making probably about 15 years ago, and then that was it. I have so many people that inspire me, and I have to say, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a Crafter's Companion, but Sarah Davis was one of the first people that I got to meet in the craft industry. My mum got me into crafting, so that's my main inspiration. So you can imagine how excited I get when I get to meet Sarah Davies. I mean, when I then got on this design team, when I got to work with Sarah closely, everything from then on was amazing. But my mum is definitely, or was, the most inspirational person in my life through my crafting. Gossip, I can't give you any gossip. I mean, that's between us. Do you know what? We were just literally in the green room. Everyone, it's just been done out and John's been in there and it's become this place where everyone just comes in and it's just this gossip fest. And it's amazing because we're all such good friends, genuinely, and I know you all know that. But we have the most amazing time between us all. Me and Craig bounce off each other because we're very similar in our crafty ways. But also me and Debbie, we're full of giggles, and me and Jan and Corinne and Michelle, everybody that I work with is amazing. On the set and off the set, it's just incredible to work at Crafts Companion. Non-craft facts. Well, I have to say, I'm a bit of a singer and a dancer. I'm not good at either. When I was little, I did win a disco dancing competition for the school, and I come second to a Michael Jackson tribute, which I was quite gutted about because I thought I might have won that. So I used to do a bit of disco dancing, and I love dancing. I used to be part of an adult dance group, and it's something I'd like to take lessons.
Welcome back, everybody. We are somewhere in between. Well, we're over 80% of the stock gone now, heading towards the limited. That's where we are. I called it, didn't I? Didn't I? I hate to say I told you. I hate to say. I hate to say I told you so.
But you told us so.
I told you so. Can't even say it. You've got to be quick now. Last knockings of this if you want to grab it. Linny says, give poor Debbie a break so she can have a Pepsi Max and a bit of chocky. Last time we gave her a Pepsi Max, she threw it all over her project. She's been banned. All gone.
I stick to water when I'm in the studio. Yep. Stick to water, it's the best way.
The fab woman has been talking for nearly 2 hours. I know, hasn't she, Linny? I've had it easy. You know what I mean? I've got a radiator down here. I've got my snacks over there. I've even got a stool. I've just put it over. I've just been like that. Keep going. She's doing a brilliant job, and it is a brilliant bit of kit. It really is. We did have one question. I know we're going to fire in another demo. Where was that other question? Oh, Ben, here it is. Lynn Morton again. Daft question, she says. Never a daft question.
No, never.
If you don't know the answer, it's not daft.
Oh.
What?
It's all right. Ask away.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you if it's daft or not.
Okay. A daft question, says Lynn. It will have been answered many times, but it doesn't matter because if you haven't seen the answer, then it's not daft. Do you fold your paper onto the score line or the other way?
So when I've scored it, I fold it in.
Yeah.
Score, fold.
Not a daft question.
No, it's not a daft question. No. Not a daft question at all, Lynn. Absolutely not. No.
Showstopper's flown into my basket, says Michael, as Hercule. Paul Prince says, I love all of Debbie's demos. And Radical Rachel, you know, I've got the snacks here watching Debbie. She's got the popcorn out. We're all just enjoying Debbie's dulcet tones today. We've got about 15 minutes left on the show. So what are we gonna see?
Well, I didn't address because let's push the easel draw kit to one side for a second because you've seen how fabulous it is. We'll go over some. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do before the end of the show. I'll show you what's coming up in the launch, and I'll show you all the different ways we're going to use it. But I haven't mentioned the edgeables. I didn't use them. And the edgeables are absolutely fabulous to create your easel card that can then sit onto the top of your drawers. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to create an easel card using these fabulous edgeables. Honestly, I love them. I love the fact that we've put 3 in here for you. So you've got 3 different designs from that lovely, I call the wavy one, the lovely scalloped one, and then the one that I can't help but use because I absolutely adore this one. I just think it's the shape of it that I really like. Now, all of them have got an outside piece as well as a decorative piece. The decorative piece does not have an outside cutting edge. So this is the one that you can use, and you're going to use it so many times, this, and not just in your easel drawer, but you're going to be able to create some really nice decorative pieces to your cards. So if you were to use that, just literally die cut that through, it'll cut into the cardstock, it won't cut away from the edge. The edge cutter, the edgeable part, is in the shape of this one. And the reason we've put it into two is so that you can create a mat and a layer very simply by using this one, that then when you put that into, oh, Debbie, get that the right way around. When you put that one into it, you absolutely can create a nice perfect mat and layer, which I'm going to show you right now. Now I've taken a piece of cardstock, and I've gone in with this one. It's just shy of 6 inches. It's 5 3/4 inch square. Because what we're going to do is we're going to create both the pieces. Now, I'm going to be brave. If you don't feel brave doing this, I will tell you, do one at a time.
Okay.
So cut away maybe the edge and then go in with the decorative.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling brave.
Is that in case one slips or something?
Yes, yes. Now, if that's the case, I'm going to tell you right now, tape, low-tack tape, best friend. Get that used, and don't be skinny with it. Be generous with it. So I'm taking that in now. The outside edge, I'll just push that there for a second just to show you. And this is why I've done this to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, because it'll fit perfectly onto that size of that card just by showing you that's the size. And that's the size of the outside cutting edge. So again, just pop that in. Now I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do both together. So I'm going to push them both in. I'm going to take that little tip up to the middle section, and we'll just position this like so.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the top, I'm going to take the bottom. I'm actually going to take the middle as well, and that's just because I don't want it to slip, and I don't want either the decorative edge part of that die to slip underneath. We all know the power of a Gemini. It's the most phenomenal pressured machine that's out there in the market, for good reason. So it works for things like any of your dies. Any intricate dies, all these, I mean, we future-proofed it back 8 years ago now. So seriously, we've not changed anything in terms of the mechanisms and the power, as in the pressure. We've not changed any of that. It's just all the, especially with the new one, all the new mod cons that you're getting with it. Now, when you take that off, and you just take your tape off, again, I'm going to pull it towards me. There we go. And the same with this one. And the same with this one. And then just push that like there to remove that. That way I've not torn.
Just be careful, because you're going to say something bad in a minute if you keep saying teared and torn and tarred. Something's going to come out that you don't want to come out.
No, I know, I'll stop.
Stop.
You know what I mean. I haven't ripped, there we go, I haven't ripped any of the cardstock. But look at that beautiful design. It's absolutely glorious, glorious, glorious.
Yeah.
Now, you're just going to repeat the process on the other side. So again, just pushing those two dies up, running it through your die cutting machine, and you will end up with, let me bring it in, come on, bring it in, Debbie, bring it in. Oh my days, it don't want to come in. Hang on a minute. There we go.
Yes.
So you end up with two pieces. Now, if you wanted to create an easel card for the top of your box, this is the stage that you could do. You could actually make your 5 1/2, so cut it down. So if you just want to trim down the sides, and I'll show you what I mean by that, just for a second, and that's just to show you how that would fit onto the top of your box. So if I come in like so, that would trim down to your 5 1/2 base. So for your easel card, that would then sit on the front. And then you could add also at the bottom part of it as well, and then just have a square easel front on top of your box. It'll look really lovely. I'll show you some more samples in a second. So there's lots of things you can do with these dies. Me personally, I'm just using this for an easel card. Now, I did say to you that you could create the perfect mat and layer with your outside base.
Yeah.
Now, I've already pre-cut this, but it started life the same size, 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then I just simply popped the outside die, not the decorative. Push that to one side, because that then creates that beautiful solid piece. And I repeated that onto the other side, so that this then can sit perfectly over the top, and you've got that lovely green coming through the other side. So for me, I absolutely love these dies. They're
Almost 85% of the stock gone.
Ooh.
Almost 85%.
When you look at it, Ben, let's just strip it back. The template, you know, the templates for making the easel. Then you've got all of those three edgeables, those three edgeable dies. Then you've got all of that gorgeous paper in that Kingfisher. And then is it the make and send pad?
Yeah.
That's got the cards, the inserts.
And a tape pen.
Tape pen as well, for the price that you're seeing on the screen. Look at Club Platinum pen. Oh my God, if you're joining Club Inspire today, whoo-hoo.
Because
What a great deal that is.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
The make and send pad on its own, 20 quid.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? When you look at that, for the value's ridiculous.
Absolutely crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now, I've got two of those because I'm going to create an easel with a base,
Yeah.
a front,
Uh-huh.
and then I've come in with a piece of cardstock. So maybe on easel with this one. And this actually measures at a full length of your A4 cardstock. Sorry, James, that is because I put it onto my piece. I'll just explain. It's full length of the A4, and I've cut it down to 3.5 inches. So that's 3.5 inches. And then I've scored it at the 5 3/4 mark and the 8 3/4 mark to create my own little easel.
Yeah.
But you're not going to see that, because that is just going to be the worker element of my easel, because I'm going to cover it up.
Great.
And the reason I chose that size, I took the measurement from this strip. So if you choose the measurement of the strip, you won't even see it. How clever is that?
Very good.
Honestly. So again, bit of tape, pen or glue,
Yep.
your chosen one. And then place that mat into and up to that front score line. And then on this angle, it's exactly the same, just the glue into that first part. So if I just lift that out, pop me glue, and don't be tempted to put it on the back of this, because you'll end up with a sticky mess. So all I'm going to do now is, and I'm going to line this up to the bottom of the card so it's nice and flush. And now I've created this lovely fancy easel. Doesn't this look lovely?
It does.
Of course I need mats and layers. So I've just taken mats and layers. Now I wanted some of that decoration to show. So when you can see with the mats and layers, I've just covered over a little bit at the top and the bottom here. If you want the precise measurement, the plain cardstock is 5 3/4 by 3.5, and then just gone down an extra 1/4 inch for the cardstock, for the paper. I've used, don't know if you recognise it.
Daisy collection?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the Delightful Daisies.
Why did I say it like that?
I don't know. I don't know why you said it like that. And I'm going to repeat that on the inside as well. So I've duplicated it. It just gives a nice flow.
Another one gone, by the way. Sam McDonald, just up the road in Darlington, says, watching as I've got a chest infection.
Oh,
no.
Sam. Sending lots of healing hugs, lovely.
So I've ordered my easel kit as soon as it was on the website. Shelley Favour says, your staff, so talented, they spread happiness and beauty around the world.
Oh.
We must also say hi to Orge29. He says, more than all, the snow has closed the school today, so unfortunately, I have to spend my birthday in here with all of you lot.
Oh, I mean...
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
What a great birthday.
What a great birthday that you don't have to work.
Snow, closing the school, giving you a day off on your birthday. Grrr.
Now, I've used, do you know the daisy stamps?
Yeah.
And just coloured in with my tri-blends very quickly, just to add a little bit of a feature. You could add flowers into, you know, to be fair, how you dress your easel card is entirely up to you, because it literally is, it's just a decorative piece. Don't want to spend any time on that because I don't need to. You're going to choose your own design when it comes to the centre of your work. So I'm going to pop that on. I've chosen to use, for my flopper stopper, and I could have used the one that's in the template, because you've got that to choose from, but I fancy doing something a little bit different. So I've used the smallest two of our circle nesting dies, the stitch ones, cut it in half and popped a little foam pad, because that's going to act as the flopper stopper on this occasion. So I'm going to pop that there, stops it from falling over. And then I've just added, again, from me Daisy collection, it's just the stamp set that matches that, going into With Love.
Yep.
And then on the top of my little flopper stopper, I'm going to bring back in my hot glue gun, got myself a little ribbon, just pop that onto the top. And then this will stick the ribbon down instantly and create a nice little feature. So almost like covering it up, but not quite. And there you go. And that's using your, just make sure that's set actually, 2 seconds. That's just using your easel dies for an easel card. Now, like I said, that could sit onto the top of your box if you wanted to, but I've just used it basically because they're edgeable dies at the end of the day, and showing you again that if you don't want to use them with your easel drawer, you don't have to.
No.
You've got the choice. So you've got versatility, and that's what I love about all of this. It's that the things that this set does for you as a crafter is insane when you think of all the infinitive ways that you're going to be able to use them.
Are we doing a quick vote then?
We will do a quick vote,
I think we should before the end of the show.
Let me go and grab it. Let me go and grab it.
Well, 4.5 minutes. There we
Yes, so should we do it now?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Let me move that out of the way so I'm not complicating things. Right, number one. And I know we did strip it back and I know we took us time with it, but I wanted to show you exactly why I wanted to take it in stages. And thank you to producer Dean, because he could have said no, Debbie.
What would you have done if he had?
He could have, he could have said no, but he didn't.
Oh.
He thought it were a really good idea, and I totally agree with him. So that is your easel card draw, number one, and then your easel card, number two. So a nice simple choice, put there, James, sorry. Number one, number two, you decide.
Vote now. You've got about 2 minutes or so to get your vote in. Thank you, everyone, for all of your lovely messages that have been coming in over the course of this show. And we just have loved the fact that you've absolutely loved it. I'll just quickly remind you again, if you do want to go for it, you can go for the easel draw kit on its own. And the majority of people are going for the Showstopper. And the numbers that I've been quoting you through the show, so what were we, about 85 a minute ago, that is for everything. You've got to be quick. We've got about 5 minutes left. If you want the easel draw kit Showstopper, that's here. Everything you're going to get. So you've got the dies in there that Debbie's been using. Of course, you've got the stencils in there as well. So you've got everything as far as, you know, if you want to recreate what Debbie's just done on this show, you can. If you want to recreate any of the samples that she's shown you on this show, you can. It's about you creating these and then thinking about all of the different papers and cardstock that you've got at home and creating them for different occasions. And again, how amazing that you've got all that versatility to be able to make, you know, your traditional sort of easel draw kit. You can make the little mini ones. I love this one that Liam's done here as well. I mean, just so many possibilities. But again, the great thing is if you are somebody who's fairly new to all of this, you've got this show to watch back. You've got Debbie's Live to watch back. You've got the launch day show, which is coming up in 2 hours' time to watch. I think it's going to be a lot more about the inspiration in that show because it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone. But listen, if you want the Showstopper, it's there. The price is ridiculous. You're going to get within it your fuchsia, fabulous fuchsia 12 by 12. Your make and send pad included in there as well. And of course, you're getting that tape pen. Basically, for an extra 25 or 35, you're getting £39 or $52 worth of extra goodies. But more importantly than that, you are bagging yourself the easel draw kit. £36, $48. If you want it just on its own and you're platinum, it's £16 or $20. Whichever way you go, do it now. Don't wait until launch. I can't stress that enough. It's going to disappear. So much so, I'm hearing it is now officially, you didn't want to hear this, but you're going to hear it.
Oh, no.
Limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means
It soon won't be seen.
don't come looking for it at launch day. Well done if you've got it. If you've got it in your basket, check it out. Demo of the show.
Yes.
I feel the fact that this came through as quickly as it did, that it was a runaway success. The winner is number 1.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So the work of art that we started from start to finish was well worth it. Do you want to see a sneak peek of what's coming up?
Go on then.
Number 1 box. We're going to do a number 1 box. You see?
That's cute.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, we could, potentially. We could do another one of our lovely easels.
Nice.
Drawer easels with the 4 boxes. However, And I will tell you, I've done this slightly differently because I've added my drawers on the front. They tell you that you could do it any way you wanted.
Yeah.
Then I had like one side completely plain at the back and then one side. So you can do whatever you want with these. Want to see a 3?
Oh, yes.
3 by 3. Could do 3.
Yeah.
And then
Good for 4.
pièce de résistance.
The first is just, ha.
We did say you could go bigger. You can go bigger. So this is the double drawed version that we're going to do as well. And again, just slightly different to how I described it. I've done all my boxes in the same place. Might change it up later. Who knows? Come and join us back at 3.
What a fab show. Massive thanks to Debbie. Thank you to you for watching as well. Thank you to the team. We're back in 2 hours' time for the official launch. There's not going to be any left, but we'll inspire you. Don't you worry about that. Get yours now. Do not miss out. We'll see you in 2. Until then, bye.